Hi guys! I told myself that I wasn't going to say Happy Monday because I always do that. I always come on and I'm like, Happy Monday or Happy Tuesday or Happy Day. I'm gonna give it a second. Yep, hold on. Give it a second see if anyone joins. Hold on, okay, baby? Alright, so, okay. The title of my message is I quit. And here's what I'm quitting. I want to quit answering, not that I ever have a problem with helping anyone or answering any questions, but I'm getting flooded with inbox messages and it's really, really, really exciting. Thank you, Asia. This actually, it says Be Brave. This is actually from Brave Conference from last year. So I want to answer all of your questions at one time on this video, kind of like a once and for all sort of thing. So, hey Alyssa! So, you guys know I did a video not that long ago and I talked about why I left my last company, why I left Unique, and that got a lot of views and a lot of kind of like interaction where people were inboxing me and asking me questions. So I want to just kind of talk about why I chose LimeLight, like why I didn't just quit. Because in that video I said, if this didn't work out, like there was a moment in time where I felt like if LimeLight did not, or if Unique did not work for me, that I was just going to be done with direct sales. I was done and over it. But I want to talk about why I made the decision, hey Asia, to come over to LimeLight by Alcone. So, okay, first of all, so those of you who are not familiar with kind of like how we started, if you haven't had that conversation with me, or if you've just been wondering, or maybe too afraid to ask because you are worried that maybe somebody will find out because you're with another company, I'm just going to answer it. So Alcone Company is kind of like our big company, right? And it's a professional resource for the, pro makeup that pro makeup artists use. And that's where they get a lot of their items to build their kits, so that way they can go do weddings or celebrity makeup artists or photo shoots or whatever the case is. So that is kind of like where Alcone Company came from. So what was happening, the way the story goes is what was really happening is our makeup artists were going back and purchasing the products for their clients because they were falling in love with things. And so a lot of times people will go into like Sephora or Ulta, or like if you go into anybody's makeup bag, for the most part, they don't typically have Cameron. I'm sorry, my daughter's punching the TV because Paw Patrol's on. She's really excited. Because most people don't have like one product or one brand in their entire makeup bag. And that was one of the things that I really, really liked about LimeLight, is that what they did was they took all of those pro companies that were, that's what Alcone did. They took all the pro companies, the tried and true, tested, what, like why did these things happen to me? That's going to be my thumbnail. I guarantee you, Facebook will make that my thumbnail. Okay, so they took the most popular products and they really just kind of put them, they made them into LimeLight by Alcone. So for those of you who are on my Facebook friends list who happen to be like makeup junkies or even pros, I'm sure you've heard of brand names like RCMA, which is our foundation, or Kryolon, which is our concealer. Or you may have heard of Skindinavia, which is like primer and setting spray. And so these are things that if you go onto YouTube or any beauty blog, a lot of times pro makeup artists, and not even just pro makeup artists, but like beauty bloggers are talking about these products. So what LimeLight did was they took them and they put them in these beautiful packages like this, and they made them available to everyday consumers. to the general public. You no longer have to be a professional makeup artist going to the Alcone store in New York to be able to get these products for yourself or for your clients. And so that's kind of like how they came about. So Alcone Company, if you don't know who Alcone Company is, look it up, because it is a pro resource. It's high quality pro makeup, and it's awesome. So there's that. A common misconception. So that's kind of like where we started and how we came about. So we are not some random line who just threw some stuff together and have formulations that need to be reformulated often and could end up failing you or your customer when those things happen. So the next thing, you don't have to be a makeup artist to join LimeLight by Alcone. And that is a very, very, very common misconception. Thank you guys. This is it says Be Brave on it. This is one of my favorite necklaces. I wear it often. So, okay, you do not have to be a professional makeup artist. While that's a perk, I mean, because you're a professional makeup artist, so you probably already have clientele that you can actually put these great products in front of. Where if you are, if you don't have a clientele, you obviously would need to build one, which you can do on social media, because clearly I've done that, and clearly I am not a professional makeup artist. But that you do not have to be. So don't be intimidated by that. Don't be worried about that. And it was one thing that I will say in the very beginning kind of held me back a little bit in my business, is because I thought I was somewhat intimidated. Not somewhat. I was intimidated. I was intimidated by the pro makeup artists who were in my upline, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, like they're doing print work and they're doing this and they're doing that, and like how am I going to be able to make that look and compare to these people? And so here's what I found about that. I found that when I stopped doing that and I started doing like my everyday makeup looks without highlighting and contouring or without being perfect, that I was able to relate to even more people, because most people are not professional makeup artists. And honestly, how many times have you guys gone into like Sephora or Ulta or some place and they do your makeup and you're like, cool, I look wonderful, this is beautiful, but how in the freaking world am I going to redo this, because I don't know how to recreate this look? So just don't be intimidated by that, because you will appeal to everyday women. So I want to put that out there too, because it's another question that I get a lot is, well, I'm not a professional makeup artist, and that is okay with us. It's okay. Okay, skincare was another big thing. Having options for skincare was a big deal for me, and really, having something that kind of would fit everyone, would fit your more tenured generation or woman, and would fit your teens who maybe have acne and they're going through those awful stages of life that most of us, I think, have gone through. But it also was all natural and cruelty free. So the all natural piece of it was a really big deal to me, because your skin absorbs everything. And so when you're washing your face, just to wash your face with a crap ton of chemicals is never a good thing, right? So I love the fact that we are not only, like, yes, we're all natural, and then I have this little, it's right here, I can see it, there's the Leaping Bunny. We are Leaping Bunny certified. So we have amazing stuff, and it truly is, paraben free and all natural and Leaping Bunny certified, so we are not testing on animals. So I love that. Okay, next part, and I'm going to try to wrap this up here pretty quick. So and again, I'm just answering questions. I literally wrote down a list of questions that I got just over the weekend. And these are all questions that I got more than once. So, collaboration versus competition. That's our culture. That is our culture. We collaborate with one another. We share each other's videos. We help one another. We bounce ideas off of each other. I mean, there's a leader who just recently opened up she's doing trainings within her team group. So some of us, right, like I work full-time still. So I can't be on Facebook all day long to be able to train. But I promise you that every single minute you're going to get some training when I'm free. But the deal is that when we collaborate with one another, there are other teams out there who may not be directly benefiting from you being on their team, but they're still willing to help you, which is so awesome, because it's not like a secret. We're not a secret society. Like, we're just so open, and it really is supportive and just a nurturing environment, and it's so different from where I came from. It's so different, and it's amazing. So if you guys, I wish some of you would go back and look at like some of the videos that I had done, let's say this time last year. Hold on, okay? My daughter has a flashlight and she wants to take it outside. She says that it's dark. It's definitely not dark, so I don't know what she's saying that I'm not. So anyway, okay, so supportive, nurturing environment, and it's just really, I love that. I love that, and I appreciate it so much because you get help from people, and you don't have to be in your sideline, downline, whatever. Like, we're just, it's like, it really is like a family, and I know that sometimes sounds cliche, but if you can just take my word for it, because I feel like I've been there before. I've done the craziness already. Okay, so that is products and culture, which were two very, very, very important things for me. And I am going to thank you, Trisha. So I am going to be real. I'm going to be even more real right now because we talk a lot about comp plan. Like, you'll hear people talk a lot about the LimeLight comp plan. And I'm not going to go into like crazy depth about this specific comp plan right now, but that was important to me. It was important to me, but it wasn't more important to me than having pro products to offer to my customers and to be able to use for myself, to be able to actually like have all of my stuff right here and have my makeup bag and a Z palette full of stuff that I'm actually using on me every day and not selling it to someone but still going to Sephora. That's a big deal to me. So the comp plan was not my number one priority, and because I have a full-time job, like I really do. I didn't depend on LimeLight to pay my bills. Do I think it's going to get to that at some point? Absolutely, it's going to get to that. Is that my goal, to be able to be home with my kids and not have to commute? Absolutely, but it wasn't my number one priority, okay? But our comp plan is out of this world. So I'm just going to name off a couple things. I'm going to do a whole nother video another time and talk to you guys about all this stuff, okay? But we have, first of all, you always earn, hold on, okay? You always earn 20% on your personal sales. That's where you start every month. But you can unlock what we call enhanced commissions. So there are some people who are not comfortable with building up a team. Maybe that's not what they want to do. That's not their jam, right? They're like, I just want to sell my stuff and like that's it. I just want to talk to people about makeup, or I'm a pro makeup artist and I'm not interested in building a team right now. I just want to have products available for my clients. You can do that. That will work perfectly fine for you. And the more you sell, the more you earn. So I love that because you start at 20%, but you can unlock an additional 5%, an additional 10%, an additional 15%. So you can go, your personal sales commissions can range anywhere between 20% and 35% in a given month just based on your own work. And you don't have to have a team of people underneath you in order to do that, which I really, really love. If you are active for the month, so our definition of active is having $300 in personal sales. So if you're active for the month and you sell you're 300, and maybe you have two other people underneath you who sell $300 each, right? So as a team, as a whole, you guys have $900 in sales. You're still going to get paid on those people under you, even though you haven't hit like some fancy rank yet, or you don't have a title yet. You're not like a lead beauty guide or whatever the case is. At that specific moment, you're still going to get paid on those people, and you're not getting paid like pennies. You're going to get paid my daughter just turned the light off. Okay, thank you. You're going to get paid 5% of their sales, which is just, it's like unheard of. We have, I'm trying to think of what, I'm like reading through my notes to make sure so I can finish this up. So at some point, once you hit Star Beauty Guide, you'll be eligible for strategic placement. So when I talked about collaboration versus competition, it really is awesome because you can kind of place people around within their first 30 days and you can help your team members get promotions, which could help you get a promotion, but it really is just all about building each other up and helping one another. And not many companies will allow you to do something that phenomenal and really be able to help your team in that way. So we do have a certified, she does want the flashlight. We do have a certified mentor bonus, which is also very, very exciting because it's an extra 2% on your anybody that you enroll after you are qualified for that bonus. So there's just so many things. You do not have to be at the very, very, very top of the company in order to get a what we call lifestyle bonus. Just for maintaining rank, our lifestyle bonuses start at $500. So you're going to get $500, $750, and then $1,000. And that's not the one time. That's every month. If you maintain those ranks, you can get that every single month. We have commission matching. So LimeLight knows that when you have someone join your team, the expectation is that we're not promoting kidnappers. We are not doing that. LimeLight's not about that. Not about saying, hey, just pay your fee to join and then you go off into the wind and nobody helps you. We are fully invested in helping you and training you and wanting you to get to the next place. And it's going to, what they know that you're going to take some time away from your own personal business to be able to do that. So when you do that, how LimeLight kind of compensates for that is they match commissions. And so if you sign up a brand new person within that first $1,000 worth of sales, as long as you're active for the month, they're going to match. So you always get your 5% on anybody that you personally sponsor. But if they're working toward their first beauty guide promotion, they're going to give you an extra 15%. So they're getting 20% of their sales, and you are getting, she turned off the light again, and you are getting 20% of their sales. So I feel like I'm going way too in depth of this commission plan. And for those people who really have a lot of questions, I have, there's a video that I'm working on that I've got to get up on Facebook. But it's just all of that to say that those are the reasons that it's phenomenal. And I don't quit anything. I'm not quitting LimeLight. I'm not leaving. It was really just to say let me just answer it all in one place, because I felt like I was repeating myself 1,000 times, and not that I ever mind doing that, but sometimes it's just easier to send people to a video and say, hey, check this out, because it's got a lot of the information that you're looking for here. So I hope that this might have helped somebody who had those questions, or maybe was too afraid to ask, or wasn't even sure what LimeLight was. So I'm going to go, my pork chops are done, and I'm hungry, so I'm going to take those out of the oven now and go show Cameron that it's still light outside. She cannot have her flashlight yet. And you guys have a great night. I don't think I'll be on again tonight, but maybe tomorrow. All right.